Hello, this is Dr. Shivakant Pathak, once more available with you to take one more important topic, that is the Kirchhoff's law. Kirchhoff's law is used to obtain value of current I, potential difference, resistance in any closed circuit. In any one of the closed electrical circuit, if you want to see the value of current, potential difference, resistance, if you want to calculate, this Kirchhoff's law is used. This Kirchhoff's law is of two types. Kirchhoff's law is of two types. The first one is called Kirchhoff's first law. Kirchhoff's first law, or this is also called junction law. So let us see what is this Kirchhoff's first law, that is junction law. See the word junction here. The main important of this word junction is here in the Kirchhoff's first law. This first law speaks that at any junction of the closed electrical circuit, the total sum, the algebraic sum of all the current is a zero. Means no current at the junction. So this is a statement, let write in an electrical circuit the algebraic sum of all the current meeting at junction is zero. That is, summation of all current is equal to zero. Represent algebraic sum of all the current. See in the diagram, let this is junction O. Two currents are here given, I1, I2 reaching at junction, and let I3, I4 and I5 leaving the junction. Then if you are taking current approaching to the junction in terms of positive and leaving the junction with sign negative, I3 minus I4 minus I5, the algebraic sum is 0 by this law. Or this law can be written as I1 plus I2 is equal to I3 plus I4 plus I5. So total current approaching to the junction is equal to total current leaving the junction. Total current approaching the junction is equal to total current leaving the junction, and it is clear by equation number 2. So we can say that the charge, total charge leaving the junction is equal to total charge leaving the junction. So or we can say this is junction law is based on law of conservation of charge. That is, charge can neither created nor destroyed. So this first law speaks that the total charge approaching to the junction at O is equal to total charge leaving the junction at O, or total current approaching to junction is equal to total current leaving, or summation of all current is equal to 0. Now we are going to see the second law of Kirchhoff's, that is Kirchhoff's second law. It is called also loop law. What is this loop law? You see, first of all, see the statement of this loop law. The statement is the algebraic sum of all change in potential difference around any resistance loop is always 0. That is, mathematically speaking, that summation of all change in potential difference is equal to 0. It is represented by equation 2, or it can also be written summation delta V IR. V is equal to IR by Ohm's law is always 0, represented in equation 3. So here are two equations which represent the statement in any closed path statement in any closed circuit in which the resistance is available, the total sum of all potential difference changes is a 0. Since potential difference is a vector quantity, so its algebraic sum are taken into the consideration. See, student, the second law is required to understand everybody carefully, and children always face problem to apply the Kirchhoff's law here in this case. So let us see very carefully the diagram through which we will explain the application of the Kirchhoff's second law, that is the loop law. In this, let it is a cell with resistance R1 here. Now second one, cell connected with here resistance R2 here, and in third line one more resistance are connected here in it, R3. It is connected like this. This is point A and it is point B. Now see two cells which have EMF E1 and E2. Three resistances R1, R2 and R3 is connected. Right? Now through cell E1, let current I1 is flowing, and through this second cell I2 current. When this is reached at point A, see here in the right side, at point A. We are going to apply junction law. That is, total current approaching to the junction A is I1 plus I2 is equal to this I current is here. So this is the junction law. Total current approaching to the junction is equal to total current leaving the junction. It's clear to everybody. See very carefully. Now we are going to apply loop law. See how the loop law is applied. What is a loop law speaks? The total sum of potential difference in any closed circuit is always zero. So this is summation. So see how we are going to apply summation delta V is equal to 0 or summation delta IR is equal to 0, because according to Ohm's law V is equal to IR. So applying loop law, so we are going to see selecting two loop. First loop is this. See my hand out. And second loop is second box, second closed path. In this loop, apply the loop law in loop 1. See loop 1 how we are going to. In loop 1 there are two resistance and two cell. In R1 I1 current is flowing, and in second loop in first loop R1 I1 current, in R2 resistance I2 current is flowing, and two cells are here, right? So see, whenever we are going to apply a loop law, we used to make sign convention. See, a potential difference here in the cell and in the resistance. What is a potential difference in the resistance? I1 R1. I1 R1. See very carefully. If this I1 R1, their sign of convention is opposite to the current in the resistance. See here current I1 is here, and I2 we can make for the simplification here also. So sign convention is moving this side and current is moving in this side. So if it is against the sign convention, then we take its sign positive. Now come here in this. I2 current in R2, it is along to the sign convention. Now come here in the second. It is along to that in the direction. If it is in the direction, then we are using negative sign I2 R2. If sign convention emit from the positive terminal of a cell, the larger line represent for positive, then it has a positive sign. Now here in this case another, when sign convention move, it emits through the negative plate of E1 cell. This is equal to 0. So see, this is a box. It is equation number 5. By this, see very carefully, once more I am explaining. This is much more important, students, to you understand this law, how I am going to apply loop law. See, two cell and two resistances are connected here in it. We are making, to make a mathematical expression, we make first of all sign convention, and we are free to take either clockwise or anti-clockwise. I am beginning the whole phenomena here. Current from a resistance R1 I1. So voltage is here I1 R1, V is equal to IR. Now for see the direction, If sign convention is opposite to the current, then its sign is a positive. So it's become plus I1 R1. Now sign convention moves in this way clockwise, and here in this it becomes in the direction of I2. So I2 R2 becomes negative in the direction. And when it is sign convention passes through a cell, see from which plate this sign convention emit. So it is emit from positive plate, so it has a positive sign, and from a second it is emit from a negative, so it has a negative sign. Now we are going to apply the loop law in loop 2. This is, see in this loop 2, see the sign convention here, the same like as, see here I2 R2 potential difference is in the resistance R2, but it is just opposite to that. So I2 R2 in the second loop has a positive sign. Now see, I is here. Now loop will move. Here is also opposite to it. So plus I R3, and there is one cell, and it's emit from a negative plate, sign convention. So it is minus E2 is equal to 0. See carefully everybody. Here in this loop, 3 equations are available, 4, 5 and 6. With help of this equation 4, 5 and 6, the value of unknown quantity can be obtained. Any 3 unknown value in this loop mesh can be obtained if other values are given. The loop law is based on the law of conservation of energy. Loop law is based on law of conservation of energy. What is this? Energy neither created nor destroyed. See the fundamental concept of the law of conservation of energy here in the loop law is followed. So in junction law, law of conservation of charge is followed. Where in the second law, law of conservation of energy hold. Students, see how the equations are made, and with help of these linear equations the value, unknown value is obtained. So this is for today. Thank you and have a nice day to all.